What's up, guys? ArtistVersion1 here, and welcome back to another edition of the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And of course, you can't have the three-way dance without three of us. So joining me, as always, is Shelby, aka Shubs.
Hey, yo.
Bite it, Shelby.
Damn it.
And joining me, as always, is he wears his sunglasses at night, Nick.
So I can.
Yeah.
What's
Actually,
up?
I had a different 80s reference written down today, but I was just like, no, you know what? I like that one better. So I'm going to go with that.
Corey Hart's Canadian too, so bonus.
Oh, hey, then it worked out, you know? All right, so we got a packed show for you here tonight. Of course, I actually have like more than I have one more news item than 5 than I usually write down, but still some news to talk about here. Of course, we're going to talk about extreme rules, quotations around the word extreme. We're going to play some 3-word dance, which I believe, Shelby, did you ever come up with your 3-word dances?
I got 3.
Oh, wow. We all have some 3-word dance tonight. We're going to try and get some points on the board tonight. And, of course, it came from eBay and Sportster List of the Wisp. We don't have that Sportster List of the Week.
Of the list.
Of the Wisp.
Yeah, there you go. And, of course, some questions, which we don't have that many, but that's okay. So let's get right into some news here. Let's start off with some sad news. Let's get that out the way. Remember when Tajiri, back in the day, had a little stable? He had himself, Akio, and Sakota.
Cicada.
Oh man,
Sakata
this makes me
died.
sad.
Yeah, Sakata died.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I didn't really know much about him, but
No.
he died. So, I think we'll go more into it in the match, but Alexa Bliss may be off TV for a little bit.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. After that match, especially that.
Okay, then we'll skip that. We'll talk about more
What
about
match
that.
are you talking
All
about?
right. Something that's been making a little bit of buzz here lately. You know, people like to, as history has shown, some wrestlers try out, or management makes wrestlers try out different things in dark matches and such like that. As recently we've seen Keith Bearcat Lee being tested out in dark matches. Well, somebody else has been trying out something new in some dark matches lately. Shane Thorne, former member of TM61 and a former member of the Retribution group. He's been trying out a Crocodile Dundee / Steve Irwin type of gimmick, and it's been making a little bit of buzz here. What do you guys
boy.
Yeah. Is that for NXT?
I have no. Oh no, he's been doing this on like dark matches for Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, okay. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. It sounded like a very NXT thing right now.
It just. I see what AEW is doing and actually consistently putting out content that is worth watching. It might not all be worth watching, but at least most of it is.
A lot better.
And it's got leaps and bounds better than what it was. And then WWE is just like, here's Crocodile Dundee, an almost superhero, Nikki almost superhero, because we have to say it twice. And then we're going to give Big E the belt, and New Day is probably going to get the tag belts. And just for fun, we're also going to fucking not talk about how Miz is on Dancing with the Stars. I just can't fucking...
And Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, that matter.
Oh, my fucking why?
But, in a way, I feel like I have nothing against Shane Thorne as a wrestler. I mean, I have nothing against him. But I feel so bad for him because his partner, I forgot his partner.
Nick Miller.
Nick Miller, thank you. They had a good thing going with TM61. It looked like they were going to get a push in NXT. They went to the finals of the Dusty Cup, had what I thought was a pretty decent match against AOP. And then Nick Miller and his wife had a baby, and Nick Miller was just like, you know what? I don't fucking need this. Goodbye, and left. He wanted to spend time with his family and his newborn child, so he was like, see ya. And Shane Thorne's just like, what the fuck? So now Shane Thorne has to figure out how to be a single star. So he tried it in NXT, didn't work. Then somehow he gets called up to the main roster, and he gets thrown into this tag team with Brandon Vink. Brandon Vink says, see ya. or he gets released, one of the two.
But he got brought back as Duke Hudson.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay, I was like, I
Yeah.
thought he got released. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then he gets thrown into Retribution as Slapjack, and we saw how well that worked out.
The worst fucking name.
And now he's trying out I mean, like Shane, I feel so bad because he's trying so hard to make it as a single star. And like, no matter what he does, no matter what he gets thrown with, he can't get it. It's not like Cody Rhodes when Cody Rhodes was in WWE. No matter what they gave him, he made it work. They gave him a fucking mustache at one point. They said, Cody, grow a mustache. And he got a mustache over.
The mustache is cool.
You know,
Cody's
he's got a fucking mustache over. And Shane Thorne, no matter what he's doing, Slapjack, which, I mean, that's hard to get over. But, you know, but like still, no matter what Shane Thorne has been given, it's just hard for him to get over. And I just feel so bad for the kid.
You know, Shane Thorne is actually a really good name too. When you started talking about it, I kind of just started thinking about him having matches in NXT and hearing them like say his name, Shane Thorne. Like that's a really good name. Like to constantly be giving him Flapjack and whatever the hell this Crocodile Dundee bullshit's gonna be. Like,
I think his name is still Shane Thorne, but like that's his gimmick is that he's like an Australian because he is Australian. So I think he's rolling with like Dundee and Irwin.
Well, this gimmick was his idea.
Yeah.
Which I'm like,
okay. Well, that's different then. I mean, if he's all about the gimmick and he can actually do it right, it could be a good gimmick.
Well, I mean, look what happened.
A good gimmick until Vince takes a shit on it.
Exactly. Well, look what happened to Paul Russell. He was committed to the pirate thing. Fucking, it was getting over, and then Vince is just like, "What's this Pirates of the Caribbean thing?"
Nope.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. I am interested to see what it looks like, though.
I think there's a couple pictures floating around online.
Well, just to like see him work, basically.
Oh, yes. Okay. I was gonna say it's pretty much what you would think. You know, it's basically like Skinner for the 2000s, just with Crocodile Dundee.
You
know?
And a hat with like teeth on it.
Yeah. You know?
Interested.
When the Plane Ride from Hell episode aired from Dark Side of the Ring, you know, not Cena. I'm sorry, Ric Flair and Tommy Dreamer were effectively canceled as of right now. But now this week's episode, which was on Chris Kanyon, Twitter is calling for another superstar to be canceled, and I kind of gave away who it was. But John Cena, they're calling for John Cena to be canceled.
Oh my God!
Over some comments he made on Dark Side of the Ring. He made some comments about the late great Chris Kanyon. And they are calling for him to be canceled now.
Okay.
Have you guys seen the episode?
I haven't.
I haven't
was it
seen
not
the
on
episode.
Howard Stern
I've seen
from like
the
2005?
I haven't seen
Howard
the episode,
Stern.
but I saw
Chris Kanyon was there.
But I saw the comments John Cena made.
Now, these comments, though, this was when Chris was still alive, and it was
it was
relatively
in the presence of Chris Kanyon.
It was in the presence of him. It was in the presence of him, but it was also during a time when WWE was trying to cancel him themselves. So I think Cena was just doing what he had to do. I don't think that's something he actually believes.
Well,
he went out of his way to say anything about Chris Kanyon.
It's kind of the story gets a little bit checkered because that's what people would believe. But the thing is that what Cena said was that basically, because Chris Kanyon tried to say that he was released from WWE because of his sexuality, which wasn't known when he was released.
And they still never
come
said
out.
That.
And so what Cena was saying was that, look, man, you just weren't that good.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't about that. Like it wasn't. Kanyon at the time was going through, well, that was like kind of was the start of like the influx of it. Like he was training Brian Cage and the Young Bucks at the time.
Oh, he was training a lot of people. He had matches with them too, right? Like he had a match with Brian Cage at that time. A very punk Brian Cage.
But Cena shouldn't be canceled for that,
no,
especially because Kanyon was right there. Like,
if we're gonna go through every episode and cancel somebody because of something they did fucking 20 years ago, then this show is not going to last because nobody's going to
Chris
want
Jericho should never be a thing again if we're going to go through all this because of everything he's done and said. Like, and to facilitate everything he has with, what's Nancy Benoit's sister and everything like that. Like, I mean, you can't, I don't know. My main thing is that Canyon was there when Cena said this. Canyon tried to defend himself and what he was going through at the time, as explained in Dark Side of the Ring, actually mostly by Jim Mitchell.
which I didn't know that they were I didn't know that they were that involved with each other.
Oh, so you've seen it too?
I haven't seen it. I've only heard Cornette's review of it. I do mean to watch it. But
Yeah,
I heard like the little bits here and there of what you're saying, basically.
Yeah, I've only seen like 2 clips of it, that being the Cena one and that being where he had to clue in James Vandenberg at the time about the gay porn that spilled out.
I heard that too.
Yeah, that clip. Those are the only clips I saw. But like I heard about the quote unquote outrage that people were just like, Cena said he's no good. That's fucking Canyon. Nobody's better. Canyon.
Who better?
Exactly. That's where I was going with that.
Yeah.
In some television news here, WWE is teaming up with Metro Golden Mayer, aka MGM, and they're going to try and reboot a classic television show, which I'm kind of excited for. If this gets off the ground, I'm kind of excited to see it. They're going to try and reboot American Gladiators.
Oh my God.
Come on, man.
It depends on who's up on the post, man.
Oh man, can you imagine like average Joe? Well, somewhat average Joe, because they always find like hi, I'm a former military sergeant. They always find those cats. Can you imagine somewhat average Joe going up like in joust against like fucking like well, damn well somebody like Lesnar is not going to be on the show. That'd be fucking dope. But
How about this? You bring back Braun Strowman for this show. How good would Strowman be in that show?
Oh my God, yes.
His name is now, well, actually, he's going by Titan now, so that might be part of this.
Maybe. Or like, put like Average Jane up against Nia Jax and Joust.
Oh, fuck. It bounces off.
I'm excited for it, especially if they use like the WWE superstars as the quote unquote gladiators. I'm in for it. I'm excited.
Depending on who they are, though, that they use. If it's like Drake Maverick and Reggie, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly right.
Well, I mean, like Drake Maverick and Reggie would be good for like events like The Wall.
Maybe.
Maybe. No, I wouldn't say former, but Lucha House Party, Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado have well, it's been speculated. Grand Metalik has asked for his release from WWE. It's been speculated that Lince Dorado has asked for his release, and I think that's a damn shame because this is 2 great talents that I think could, I think
it just goes to show how sad a shape that company is in when great talents that should have been utilized properly and at one point are just like, fuck this place.
They never really were, though. I mean,
well, when
they
205 Live was still good.
Well, I mean, you got to think like when they first did the Cruiserweight Classic, they took guys that like I'd never heard of, and were able to make me a fan. Like I never knew who Grand Metalik was until I saw the Cruiserweight Classic. Turned me into a fan because I was like, man, this guy's fucking good.
Yeah.
That and Lince Dorado. I think one of the best matches of the Cruiserweight Classic was Lince Dorado versus fucking Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
And like these are some great guys here, man. And like they've toyed a couple times with doing something with Metalik. Like I think he had that brief little tiny itsy bitsy feud with AJ Styles when he was Intercontinental Champion.
Yep.
Holy fuck,
but
I forgot about that.
Exactly, my point exactly. And every now and then they get thrown into some like little feud, like they had that little feud with Mason T-Bar. But I just think that, like, you know, especially with Metal League, I fucking love Grand Metal League, and I love Dorado. But like, I just think guys like this, man, they're just really sleeping on. Like, WWE is always looking for their next quote unquote Rey Mysterio, and I think Metal League could be that guy.
Kalisto could have been too.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know about Kalisto.
really.
His
You like-
promo, I didn't like his promos. I really didn't. I mean, Mysterio was never a great talker, anyways. But I don't know. I didn't see it. I could have saw Sin Cara at one point.
I just thought of something. It's not
Really, you could have saw Sin
relevant
Cara
to
at one
this.
point, considering his debut.
Oh my fuck.
Well, that's fair.
He was dead in the water once he fucking botched the flip over the rope.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, that was too bad. But you know what? It's been a long time since they've used these guys really in any real program.
Well,
They
Metal
used
League,
them very well.
apparently, from what I read a long time ago, Metal League's been unhappy with WWE in a while. The only reason he stays is because he's making more money than he's ever made before.
Yeah.
Money, 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 money.
So,
I mean, I don't know if he'd make the same money with AEW. You don't really know, but I mean, that'd be a place for him to go at this point, I think.
no, I'll
that'd
go
be
back to
interesting.
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah, he would be better going back and getting booked under Conan and AAA at this point.
Yeah.
But if he wanted the money, AEW would be more the place to go than AAA.
But I'm not sure Tony Khan would sign him.
Well, they're getting pretty stacked as it is. So
Tony
lot of space.
passed up Buddy Matthews.
I know, which sucks.
Yeah.
In the final bit of news here, last week, NXT, or 2 weeks ago now, I believe. Something like that. I don't know. NXT debuted a new character, Joe Gacy.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently that made some splashes too. And apparently made such a big splash that WWE was like, whoa, we need to ease up some. And they deleted every trace of this character.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Was
Sorry,
that the Italian mobster dude?
No, that's Tony D'Angelo.
Oh, okay.
Joe Gacy was a guy who sat in the ring, wrestled in a suit and tie. Well, not suit and tie, but just like a nice shirt and pants. Kind of like what Jack Gallagher did.
Okay.
And he was like making references towards the left side and being woke and all this shit. And
Oh, yeah, the woke thing. Yes, I do.
yeah. And they took away all references of that and shit.
Fuck.
Which you figure, like, yeah, which is funny because that they take away all references of. But Nia Jax, don't get me wrong, I love me some Nia Jax. She goes on TV and screams "my hole," and they run with that one.
Vince probably laughed his ass off at it. That's why.
It is pretty funny.
Let's be honest.
I know, but still, it's
My
just,
hole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Trying to be
You know.
PG and whatever norm bullshit it is.
yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is that, and it's ironic because a woke character that was like supposed to poke fun at cancel culture got canceled by cancel culture.
Well, it's not canceled. It did appear on tonight's NXT. While I was waiting for you guys, I did notice that it did make an appearance.
It did.
It did.
We're calling it now.
Well, it
Oh.
as in the character.
The gimmick, yeah. I get it.
I do
This is
actually.
We are
Yes.
LGBTQATRQST friendly here.
You forgot 2S as well.
Whatever. You know, when I was young, it was just LGBT. That's it. That's all
Yeah,
they
that
fucking
was-
had.
yeah.
Now they've added numbers and letters and colors and shit. Like, fuck. Okay, listen.
Honestly, when I was young, I want to say it was just gay. I honestly don't think LGBT was even there yet. TB
that's
just
true.
were
It
really.
was just like gay. That's it, man.
Yeah,
Then they added
yeah.
LGBT.
Yeah.
Then
I
they
mean,
added
which I can
then they added
respect
the
that,
Q.
I guess.
Then
Well,
they added
I
Q,
can
which
mean,
I'm like, all right, now they added the TIA plus, and I'm like, God, how much more shit do we need to add?
I started actually really learning via the L word, but like, cause that TV
Wait,
show was good.
Okay. I was gonna confirm if that's what you're talking about. All right.
I was like 10, maybe 9.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I can appreciate that.
Join us next week on our woke podcast.
Three white guys tell you how to be woke.
Three white guys, three white straight guys tell you how to be gay. Coming next week.
Oh man, we're gonna be canceled soon.
Oh.
Um, All right, so that was news for this
There
week.
is actually a final bit I want to add to the
Oh,
news.
okay, go for it.
So apparently, Vince McMahon is open to working with none other than Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. He
Why?
understands. So he understands that he doesn't want to be in the Hall of Fame, and he understands that he has said all this shit about WWE. And Vince himself, Vince is just like, yeah, I'll work with him.
That can't be true. There's no,
No,
way. Why
I'm
the hell wouldn't they just call him fucking Baron Steiner or some shit?
It could be part of the gimmick. Like, I mean,
Are they just gonna bring Scott
Steiner's
back
all
in?
about
Is it
rage,
gonna be-
right? So,
Is it gonna be Scott Breaker?
no, but
Oh my
think about
God,
it though.
that'd be good. The Breaker Brothers.
Oh no,
This is my little brother.
this is Uncle Breaker. Uncle Breaker. I'm gonna break it.
I
Oh,
really
no.
hope they do that now.
You know they're not going to do that now, but I can't help but wonder if that's how they're going to transition Braun Breaker to Braun Steiner, and he's just going to freak out one day, and he's going to be Uncle Scott in the front row just nodding, and his chains are going to be flying everywhere. And then
doesn't go
they're going
full
to do a
Scott.
promo. They're going to do a promo, and he'll be like, you know, this is actually my nephew. He's Braun Steiner. You have a 33 and a third chance. And keep going on the math train. And
That's why I figured we were gonna make a reference to that promo eventually. I just couldn't figure out a way to work it in.
We have a 75 and 3/4 chance of not winning. And fuck it, I don't know.
75 and 3/4 Steiner.
But yeah, no, I read that and like they actually, I forget.
That's how they work it in. That's how they work it in. He's like, he's not Braun Breaker. He's actually Braun Steiner because he's actually 3/4 of a Steiner. And actually, if he's 3/4 of a Steiner, he's actually, and just fucking goes from there, man.
Yeah, just goes.
Yeah. And the interviewer's just looking at him. Samoa Joe comes up and is just like, this again? And just walks out.
I'd watch that. I'd watch that.
I would too.
All
But now
right.
they're not going to do that.
Yeah, I know, because we thought of it. That's why.
Damn.
All right, so that was the news for this week here. Now we're going to move into our games that we like to play here. It came from eBay and the 3-word dance. But before we get to that, we got to give a shout out to one of our sponsors there, that being HardToFindTV.com and their sister site, FanMadeDVD.com, where they literally have thousands of titles for you to choose from of those hard-to-find TV shows that you used to watch from your youth that are not available on DVD or Blu-ray easily there. I mean, shows like Off Center, which was a show that the American Pie guys made after they made American Pie, that, they got famous and then they start pitching TV shows, and that's when they pitched to the WB, and hey, they made it. You can get that show on their website on DVD, Blu-ray, and you can even slap some subtitles on there in any language that you see fit if you need the subtitles on there, and you can put them on there for a great price. And of course, if that price just isn't great enough for you, you can use the checkout code ARTIST, ARTIST at checkout, and save 15%. But in order to pay for those, if you go over to hardtofindtv.com, you can only use Amazon Pay, which is awesome if you want to use Amazon Pay. I've used Amazon Pay before. It's quite nice. But if you want to whip out the old credit card, if you want to whip out the Discover, the MasterCard, the MasterCharge, the Visa, the Diners Club, all those, you got to go over to fanmadedvd.com and use your credit card there. Just make sure to use that checkout code ARTIST, ARTIST at checkout, and save yourself 15% on all those great titles. All right. So I was able to move all my eBay stuff and 3-word dance all into one notebook because I have like a 5-subject notebook. So like I was able to move it all in there this weekend. So yeah. So the score is currently 14-12. Shelby's up by 2 here.
Hell yeah.
And it came from eBay, that is. So let's go ahead and get into it here. We do best 2 out of 3, and I found some good stuff here. I was looking at some stuff here. Let's go, this one just seems weird, so I'm gonna go with this one. With Christmas right around the corner, you got to be able to wrap your presents and everything. This is a sealed thing of wrapping paper for Christmas that features WWF's own The Rock.
Oh, I want that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Shelby, how much is the sealed WWF The Rock Christmas wrapping paper going for on eBay?
Signed by Tully Blanchard.
It's not signed by Tully Blanchard, unfortunately.
$50.
How much?
$50.
$50. Okay. And Nick, how much is it going for on eBay?
$29.95.
$29.95. And by doing some math here, yeah, Nick, you get that one because it is going for $35.99.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and let's see which one I want to do here next. I found some great ass blasters too, by the way.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
You know what? We had a great time talking about the bed sheets last time. Let's do this one. This is 1991 Titan Sports. Features Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake Roberts, and the Legion of Doom curtains to go with them bed sheets. So, Nick, how much are those curtains going for on eBay?
$75.
$75. And
That sounds
Shelby?
dope.
70.
You son of a bitch.
Mhm.
There's an Outlaw Mud Show bullshit.
I wouldn't get too mad because he should have went the other way because you got him.
Yeah.
It was actually going for $80.
Wow.
Let me
That's
go
a
ahead
close
and mark Nick down for the win there because he got 2 out of 3. But, you know, just for fun, we also have to do the ass blaster. There
Sexy.
we go. I know.
I know.
Gross.
Okay. I will tell you this right now. I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint right now. This is not an ass blaster price. Okay. But
Okay.
it's more of a bizarre item. All right.
Okay.
This is why I picked it. So, you guys remember Hulk Hogan in the 80s did a movie called No Holds Barred? The first movie that Vince McMahon produced and everything.
That's
Well-
not Zeus, yeah?
Yeah, the one with Zeus. Well, you know, being the first movie Vince McMahon produced, you know, it's kind of been distributed worldwide. So, this is a No Holds Barred beta tape. Not only is it a No Holds Barred beta tape, but it's in Turkish.
Oh, fuck.
So, Nick,
fuck.
how much is the No Holds Barred Turkish beta tape going for on eBay?
Betamax players don't even exist anymore, let alone would you be able to find one that works. What the fuck is somebody doing with a Turkish no-holds-barred tape? Stairs and Outlaw Mud Show bullshit. Probably like something like $730.
Now remember, this is not an ass blaster price. I would not try and overshoot here.
$730.
$730. And Shelby, how much is the No Holds Barred Turkish beta tape going for on eBay?
This might be way undershooting, but I'm gonna go $5.
That actually worked out for you because it's only going for $49.99.
Why does somebody have this?
It's amazing. That's why.
I told you some of this shit. The only reason I put it over here is because I was like looking up shit and I was like, No Holds Barred Turkish beta tape. Okay, that's going on my list. And then I was like, oh fuck, this is the ass blaster section. Oh well, fuck it. It's here now. I was like, I'll just explain my way out of that one. All right, so that was it. Came from eBay. Nick is now up a point. He's only down by a point now. And now we're going to move on to the 3-word dance, which is slowly becoming like our new favorite game, apparently, because we all have dances this week. So we'll do it like we did the last time we all had 3-word dances. We'll just go around here. Right now, the score is Nick with 14, Shelby with 12, no contest with 5, 10, 15, 19, and me with 8 because we just started keeping my score. So, and I'm going to go first here. And I wrote this one down right before we started recording tonight. So I think this is a good one. Your first one is Blue, as in the color. Purple, as in the color. And twins.
Ron and Don Harris.
No. I kind of see your logic with that one.
One of the Bellas.
No.
Damn.
Blue, purple, twins.
Hint.
Okay. Your hint on this one? 8 days.
What the fuck? Rosie?
No. Blue,
8 days.
blue, purple, twins, and your hint being 8 days.
Simon Dean.
There it is. I knew Nick would get it with 8 days. Blue because he was in the Blue World Order as Nova. Purple
Oh,
because
fuck yeah.
Simon Dean wore purple. Twins because he had the Gemini, the twins. And 8 days. It took Nick 8 days to win the world title as Simon Dean.
Oh, see, I was thinking of the Gemini, but I was like, blue and purple don't fit.
But the blue, so the blue could have also worked for, because when Simon Dean first debuted, like on TV, he wore that powder blue.
That was going to be
Getup.
that was going to be the original hint. Was going to be light blue. But then I was like, you know what? 8 days would be funny as shit. So I'm gonna go with 8 days. So who wants to go next?
I'll go.
All right.
All right. So your 3 words are announcer, position, amateur.
Michael Cole.
Nope.
I figured because amateur, he wears that amateur fucking wrestling gear.
Mm.
So I figured, you know.
Pat McAfee.
Nope.
Amateur.
Excalibur?
Position. Nope. Announcer.
Schiavone.
No.
Gordon Soley.
Nope. Warmer, but nope.
Lance Russell.
Nope.
Jerry Lawler.
Nope. Kind of warmer, I guess, on that last one.
JR.
Nope.
Jesse Ventura.
Nope.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Yes.
There it is.
Gorilla Monsoon. Gorilla position. He was an announcer, and he was also an amateur wrestler.
Oh.
So, yeah.
See, amateur
That's
is
how we-
where he lost me. I was just
Yeah.
like, all right, if it's an announcer, I'm just going to start naming announcers. Fuck it. All right, Nick.
All right, so first word, flag. Second word, look. Third, sympathizer.
Rob Conway?
Yep,
Oh, damn.
that was quick. I didn't expect that to be that quick.
If you wouldn't have said sympathizer, it would have took me a longer.
Oh, well, fair.
Oh wow, I didn't realize I wrote down 2 different ones for the same person. Huh. Oh, well. Let's go with. Let me amp it up some. Let's go here. Crazy. Dance. Legs.
Tajiri.
No, what?
Stacy Keebler?
No. I see your line of
Alicia-
thought. I don't know.
Alicia Fox.
There you go. Wow. Okay, I'm
Oh.
impressed with that one. Okay. I thought that was going to be longer. Okay.
I only said Tajiri because I was thinking super crazy 3-way dance, and then, well,
You had nothing for legs.
the tarantula.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. 3 words are Fly. 2. Trainer.
TWO.
Yes.
Albert.
Nope.
Good guess.
Mm.
Fly to trainer.
Shawn Michaels.
Nope.
I was about to go there too.
Not a bad one though, I guess.
Scotty Too Hotty.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think those are self-explanatory.
No, Fly. Where's Fly at? No, I'm serious. I don't get Fly.
You look fly today.
Huh?
His song. Or you're joking with me?
No, his song is "Turn It Up." Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god.
Rikishi, technically that one.
They
so,
used it. They used it when they were a tag team.
Yes, they did, but
Yeah.
Scotty and Rikishi used it more than what Too Cool did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm always used to "Turn It Up." Dun, dun, dun.
For
I never
Scotty
heard-
specifically, yeah, but
Oh, okay.
when
I
he was,
never heard
when he
the
was
other
like
one.
singles. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Especially back in like the Attitude Era, like when they won the tag belts and shit.
Okay, so next one. First word, exchange. The second word is challenge. Third word, chop.
Ricky
Mm.
Steamboat.
No.
Exchange, challenge, and chop. Okay, it's you're not dumb enough to make it Ric Flair.
No. Much more current than that.
All right.
Hint?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Family.
Vin Diesel.
Come on.
You said family, so chop, exchange. What was the other word?
Challenge.
Family.
God damn.
Is it a team?
Nope.
Okay. Is it Roman Reigns?
Nope.
No. Is it Braun Breaker?
No.
I can't even fathom anything. Family is what's fuck.
Cody Rhodes.
Warmer.
Yeah.
Dustin Rhodes.
Same company.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Dustin Rhodes?
Nope.
Miro.
No.
Family.
Jericho.
Bucks.
Nope.
Jeremy Buck.
Nope.
Uh,
No contest.
yeah. I
God
got
damn.
Eddie
Yeah,
Kingston.
Oh fuck, man.
So exchange because he was king in LAX. Challenge because he answered Cody's TNT title open challenge. That was his AEW debut.
Mm-hmm.
Chop because of his chops, and
Yeah.
family because of the whole Penta and Phoenix thing. Well, and Butcher and the Blade too when that was going on.
I would have never got there.
Yeah, me neither.
Fair.
Let's go. What was that one I wrote down? Where was it?
Yeah, see, and that
Oh, I did
now,
that. Oh.
now it just makes more sense to me why you don't get Eddie Kingston, Will.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm just like Eddie Kings. You're like, I never.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your next one is Help, Famous, Pink.
Stevie Richards.
No.
Velveteen
DDP.
Dream.
Oh, fuck. How did you get that?
Okay.
Help because of the self-help thing. Famous. Undertaker, I'm begging. Make me famous. And Pink because of the pink Cadillac at WrestleMania 7. How the fuck did you get that so fast?
Help.
Shit.
God
I
damn.
hear help and immediately I'm like, it's DDP.
Shit.
It's a weird thing to think of DDP.
I figured I'd get there eventually, but I didn't expect you to get there that fast.
DDP is the reason why Jake Roberts and Scott Hall are still alive. Like, I mean,
Oh, yeah, I know that. But again, I just didn't expect you to get there that fast.
Fair enough.
All right, my last one. This one's going to be interesting. Announcer, Tuxedo, SmackDown.
Howard Finkel?
Nope.
Mean
Tony
Gene.
Schimmel.
Tony Chimmel.
Damn. Okay. My next one. Camp. Mastodon.
Vader.
Damn it.
Valley.
It's not Vader?
No.
Oh,
Is it Jim Cornette?
Yep.
fuck.
Camp because of Camp Cornette. Mastodon for Vader. Valley for OVW.
Oh, shit, yeah.
All right, I know I usually do 3, but I'm going to do one more.
I've got
All
one
right.
more as well.
All right. Mine is also, strangely, starts with Camp. Camp, Mama, Wendy's.
Shelton Benjamin.
No.
Ah,
Wendy's. Triple H.
No.
Mr. T.
No.
every time we see Ernest the Cat Miller.
No. Camp, Mama, Wendy's.
What's the hint?
Sprite.
Sprite. What the fuck?
What?
Can't Mama
It's not Jim
Wendy's Sprite?
Cornette.
Oh my god.
Is it?
It's Jim Cornette.
I'll give you both a point on that one.
Fucking hell.
Fuck off.
I just thought there was no way you'd do it again.
He had the same first word as me for fucking Cornette. That's why I had to do it. Camp because of Camp Cornette. Mama because he's a self-proclaimed mama's boy. And Wendy's, I figured Wendy's would be the dead giveaway for
Yeah,
something.
that really
I was
should have been.
watching those goddamn clips on YouTube. And he's always putting Jim Cornette's face in the fucking Wendy's logo. I figured that'd be a dead giveaway for Shelby.
Eh.
And then Sprite because that's like Cornette's favorite drink is fucking Sprite.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like Sprite Zero, though.
Yeah. Fucking Christ. That's why you were laughing so
I
hard.
know, because y'all were just going far away from it. Shelton Benjamin. No.
All right. So the last one I've got Russ, as in RUSS.
Charlie
Fish.
Hawk.
Damn.
Wow.
That was quick.
What were the other two? Fish?
And Champion.
Champion. Okay.
Fish is because of when he said to Miss Jackie that about making love to her was like, or no, it's something about the dead fish. It was making love to her. It was like making love to a dead fish. Maybe it was Dawn Marie when that whole thing was happening. Champion as well. Tag team champion. Damn. Russ was because he had Russ painted on his wristbands for his brother.
Yep. All right, so that brings the final scores to me 13, which I'm now tied with Shelby at 13.
I didn't get a single one tonight.
Yeah, you did. I gave you a point for Cornette.
Oh, yeah, you did, yeah.
Nick now has 19, and No Contest has 20.
Suck it, No Contest. I'm coming for you.
All right, so let's get into our review of quote-unquote extreme rules.
Night of Champions, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. Did you guys see the pre-show match, Morgan
No,
and
and I'm
Carmella?
pissed because I actually wanted to see Liv Morgan and Carmella, and I didn't know
Here, let me
until...
just sum it up for you real quick. Titties, titties, ass, ass, titties, titties, ass, 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 titties, titties, ass, ass, big ass, titties, titties, ass, titties, ass, Morgan wins. All right, there we go.
All right, perfect. All right, that makes sense. Good.
So the opening match was a match that was announced that day of the show. 6-man tag match. The New Day taking on Amos, AJ Styles, and what's his name? Bobby Lashley. That's his name.
Match of the night.
Really?
Ew, I don't know about that. There's a lot
this
of botches.
This match put me to fucking sleep too.
I like this match, but there's a lot of botches in it.
I did like AJ Styles coming to the ring and he tries to chest bump fucking Amos, and Amos like, what the fuck? What are you trying to do, dude? This match could, I think, since it's Extreme Rules and there was a lack of stipulations. Again, I'm not saying every match they needed to try and kill each other, but like there was, I can't remember what year it was, but there was that one year where like every match had a stipulation, whether it be a ladder match or like they had that stupid fucking pudding match, you know? But like this could have benefited from an elimination style match.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't like. I feel like MVP should have been in this instead of Almost.
He's injured.
MVP is hurt.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. See, I didn't like him in this match though, because like the problem is Bobby Lashley should have been standing on the apron for most of this match, and whenever he did get in, it shouldn't have been against Big E. It should have been against the other two when they were obviously in control, and he just kept beating the shit out of them. But they didn't do that, and I think part of the reason is because AJ was the only other one who could work that match. I mean, almost. He's not there yet, And they're putting him in these matches, and I guess the reason why they've teamed him with AJ is so AJ could do the work. But I did like how at the beginning, AJ was kind of like getting the better of Kofi and Woods. Woods was first, I think. He got the better of Woods, and then he tagged in Kofi. He got the better of Kofi, and then as soon as Big E comes in, Big E just clotheslines the absolute shit out of him, which just made Big E look like an even bigger deal, right? That was a cool spot in that match. But it didn't feel like the guys didn't feel like they were on in a lot of spots. Like something wasn't clicking.
This match I literally fell asleep at certain points of this match. And then like when I watched it the second time, because for those of you at home, I had to watch this pay-per-view twice. Not have to, but I chose to. Once for like, hey, let me just sit and watch the pay-per-view. And then once so I could take notes for this podcast. So the second time I didn't fall asleep during it. This match that is, we'll talk about the other one later. But like, yeah, the second time around, there was just really nothing that entertaining about this match. Like I said, I liked the chest bump in the entranceway, and I liked Amos swatting Kingston out of the air.
That was pretty cool, actually. I did like that spot.
And I kind of liked the end. That was it.
See, my thing is, and the reason why I say it was match of the night is because for an unannounced match until like half hour beforehand, despite the fact that it didn't seem like they were clicking, because let's face it, Vince was just like, oh, hey, pal, we're going to put Liv and Carmella on the pre-show.
It kind of felt like just before the bell rang, there was like a big meeting backstage, and like Vince and Bruce were standing there and just like, all right, AEW started to kick the shit out of us. You guys need to do better or something like that. Like that's obviously a very bad impression of what they would potentially say, but it felt like there was like some bullshit rah-rah speech, and they just went out and they're like, all right, so we're just going to do this thing now. It just, something felt really off about this match.
I get what you're saying. Something felt off about it. I just still feel that for considering the circumstances of the match, it turned out to be best match I saw of the night, because fuck this pay-per-view. Fucking Extreme Rules.
Man, our reviews are going to be completely
Monday Night Raw. Monday
can
Night
see
Raw
this.
last night was more extreme than this pay-per-view. Like, I feel bad for
That's
people that
fine.
had to pay
That's
for this.
fine. Oh, I don't. This was a good pay-per-view. You don't have to put okay. And I know Will's going to argue me against this, but not every match needs to be an Extreme Rules match. If there was ever going to be one added, I would have either added it here and it wouldn't have been Extreme Rules. But I like Will's idea of elimination, or I would have added
that's what I'm saying. I'm not even
threat
saying
match
like
later in the night.
I'm not even saying make every match Extreme Rules, but like again, like that. I can't remember
No
the year. But
stipulations.
the year that they had,
That's
like,
what I
it was
mean.
like Hardy's versus World's Greatest Tag Team in a ladder match, and then like the next match was
Yeah.
like fucking that Melina versus, I want to say Beth Phoenix, don't quote me, and like the pudding match, and then they had like fucking, I think, an ambulance match that year. You know, like put a stipulation on each one. I'm not saying make them all Extreme Rules matches.
The problem
but, like,
is,
fuck, they had
that's
one.
what I mean.
They had one fuck match that was called Extreme Rules. Technically, a second match that was kind of a stipulation, which we'll talk about later. But like, other than that, like, fuck, this pay-per-view was. They could have called this pay-per-view anything else.
and they should have, because I honestly think an Extreme Rules pay-per-view is stupid. It doesn't make it special, and there's no reason for these feuds. These feuds didn't mean enough to have any kind of stipulation on top of it.
Did, yeah. That's the
Not
thing,
right,
too.
like, yeah.
Even though that's
like
what
the
I
next,
mean.
Here, hold on. Let's pause here, because the next match I think could have benefited from what I just said. Usos versus Street Profits, I think, could have benefited from a ladder match.
Absolutely.
I thought it was a great match.
Oh no, don't get me wrong, it was a great match.
Yeah.
This, unlike Nick, I think this was the match of the night.
Yes,
I had a hard time
this was a
picking.
close second for me.
Okay, let me read it. I like the inches away tag. You don't see that often, where like you could literally see he was inches away from the tag.
Yeah.
I always love Angelo Dawkins, not the spinning corner splash. Love that. The blockbuster, the double team blockbuster, great. Remember when the barricade was actually steel? Those were the days. Now this I think is the most important note of this match. This is what I wrote down. This is how you do false finishes without killing your finish.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do like their fucking finish 7 times and they kick out. They did it once.
Yeah.
They kicked out or they broke the pinfall. Then they did other types of finishes and were able to kick out and break the finishes without killing that fucking spot.
Yeah.
This was a stellar match. I mean, like, you had Montez Ford flipping over the fucking post and everything. You had Angelo Dawkins doing his stuff. You had the Usos there and their Uso bloodline bitch shit.
They're great working heels too.
Exactly. I mean, this was a stellar match. Now, if they would have said, like, hey, this is going to be a ladder match now, I think they could have almost ran practically the same match minus pinfalls.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. See, I was thinking just because
to fit the Extreme Rules moniker, but still, match of the night for me.
See, and I was thinking this tables just because later in the night, I think that triple threat match, if they were going to throw a ladder match on this pay-per-view, that's where the ladder match should have came in, because Jeff Hardy, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, this was a really good match, and I don't know about match of the night, but it was up there for sure. And the problem is the Usos they're so good, but like there's no other tag teams for them to face right now. So they beat the Street Profits. Who's next?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
The return of heavy machinery. Oh yeah. Or fuck it, we don't even need Tucker anymore. It's just Otis by himself. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Just Otis versus the Usos.
For the Academy.
Yeah. Next match here is Charlotte defending the Raw Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss.
Thank you, Charlotte, for ripping that fucking doll apart.
I don't like that they didn't announce Bliss from Ohio.
That was kind of dumb, yeah.
Because it just sounded weird, you know. And her challenger, Alexa Bliss, and the champion from the Queen City. Like, huh? Like, that just sounded weird.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. I do like how Charlotte incorporates Andrade's moves, like that backflip and then into the moonsault. I like that. Did y'all see the one guy on the fucking in the aisle who was putting up weird signs all night?
Yeah, I missed the first one though.
Did you see the one during this match?
I don't think so. I
Dick,
think I
did
missed
you
most
see
of them,
this
to be
one?
fair.
No.
When I believe it's Alexa Bliss or Charlotte, it's one of the two. But when they come out, he has a sign in the aisle that no shit says a goofy movie is filth.
That's what I thought I saw. But I thought I couldn't tell whether it said good or goofy.
It said a goofy movie is filth. And he had like
Is he
other
talking-
signs. He had like other signs throughout the whole night, but I couldn't get a glimpse of him. But I got a good glimpse of this one. And then, like, I know this guy will probably never hear this podcast. It's like a 1 in a million shot. But man, if you're listening to this ever, I will find you and I will drag you into the middle of the fucking street and I will beat you.
Like, is he actually talking about the Goofy movie?
I'm assuming. What other goofy movie is there? He didn't say an extremely
Movies,
goofy
not
movie.
filth. Movie is a masterpiece. Greatest Disney
amazing.
movie ever made.
Sign
That's
guy.
hilarious, though.
We should have a sign guy of the night portion to this podcast whenever we watch these papers.
The sign of the night.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, if what was this Raw Women's Championship? If
Yeah.
Corey Graves or Jimmy Smith would have said the words "fucking hocus pocus" one more time, I would have threw my fucking phone across the room.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I didn't even notice the commentary on most of this.
Oh.
I don't know if I like zoned it out or whatever. I actually like this match.
No, I
and
mean, yeah, the match was fine. And then
Yeah.
I think once they went on the floor, Alexa Bliss stood on the stairs, and all I wrote down was "big ass fucking titties." That's all I wrote down. I mean, like, damn. I mean, they're right there. I mean, like, shit. I like I love that spot. No matter who does it, whether it's Nia Jax, Charlotte, whoever does it. I like when they grab somebody and just swing them into the fucking barricade. I love that spot.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
When Charlotte did the power bomb into the pin on Alexa Bliss, all I wrote down was ass because you could just see ass.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the finish here because Charlotte grabs Lily, throws it at Bliss, then hits the boot. But here's my problem with the finish. Here's the doll that like Bliss defends with her life, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
What happens in that finish? She throws the doll. Bliss swats it away. Charlotte hits a boot. Why didn't Bliss catch the doll?
That's what I was wondering. But I think they were trying to make her look worse so that it could write her off.
I think they're writing her off because I think her wedding's coming soon.
Well, that and this gimmick isn't working.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
and by the way, I don't know if you guys know or not, but this match did have a sponsor. You know how sometimes, like this match brought to you by KFC. This match was actually brought to you by Alka-Seltzer. So,
Wow.
because you could see
Yeah,
the
it
Alka-Seltzer,
definitely did make some puke.
you could see the Alka-Seltzer tablet in Alexa's mouth when she was trying to make it foam.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, it was an Alka-Seltzer tablet.
Wow.
Oh, I see. Honestly, though, this is the least fucking hokey bullshit I've seen her since we've started doing this. She didn't do the stupid neck thing where she like takes control of her opponent or anything. And Charlotte did great with this storyline too. And calling her a little girl and telling her to snap out of it, and said she was gonna smack the sense back into her or something, I think, which I thought was great.
That I missed in the promo where like I didn't see it until I saw the video package while watching the pay-per-view where she was just like, she looked at Alexa and said, "Oh, you want to talk about original?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't hear that on Raw."
Yeah.
You know?
I would take a little mix of like the goddess and this character, but like a lot less of the hokey of this character and a little bit more of the psychotic of like who Alexa Bliss is trying to be right now.
Essentially,
go ahead, Nick.
Essentially, you would make her more like a Harley Quinn then.
Yeah. I mean, she was kind of portrayed that way when she first came to SmackDown too, right?
Mm-hmm. But I think the aftermath where Charlotte rips Lily and Bliss kind of like loses her shit. I think that just went on just a smidge too long.
Yeah,
it did. But I'm hoping that, and I didn't see Raw, and you were saying about her going off for a pregnancy. Yeah. I'm hoping that's like the thing that like they say made her snap out of it, and she's kind of back to her normal goddess, and if they want to mix a bit of this in kind of shtick, then I'd be okay with that. That's what I kind of got from that, but I was hoping they were going with that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but overall, I will say it was a good match.
And the thank you, Lily chant at the end.
Thank you.
That was hilarious.
That I saw a picture on somewhere. It was just like Lily is all elite.
Ah!
She's in pieces.
Plus, I was just thinking, like, I'm just like, the doll's ripped up and Alexa's flipping her shit. I'm like, they sell these on WWEshop.com now. You can just buy one now, man. You know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Next up, we have the triple threat match for the United States Championship. I.e., Jeff Hardy was involved, so people will stop bitching about that 24/7 segment. Because the next night on Raw, what was Jeff Hardy doing? Jobbing to Jinder Mahal, Veer, and Big Shank.
No.
Hey man,
In a 6-man tag match.
Gotta get
But
Big
anyway,
Shank over.
Before I even get into some of the shit I liked in this match, the match that Sheamus and Damian Priest had on Monday, this should have been the match they had on Extreme Rules, just with Jeff Hardy involved.
Yep. This triple threat seemed like it was more Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy. Oh, hey, here's Damian Priest, and he retains. That's what it seemed like to me.
I still thought it was a good match.
Yeah, I did too.
I need more of Sheamus mocking Jeff Hardy on the top rope.
Yeah.
I like the ending segment, the ending sequences. I thought that was all good, except for I just wish. I know not every match, has to have a finish, like use of a finisher, but I would have liked if Damian Priest won with this finisher instead of a roll up.
Yeah.
Other than that, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. I love Sheamus as a heel. I know Nick's gonna shit on me for liking Sheamus at all, but I think he really works as a heel, and I think he's still got a lot of mileage left in him too.
I just mainly liked him imitating Jeff Hardy on the top rope.
That was pretty good.
I'm liking some of the heel shit he's doing. Like, I like when he starts doing the 10 beats of the Bowery, and fans are like, 1, 2, and he just stops like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. There was honestly,
liking
there was
that.
a lot of really good heel work on this whole pay-per-view.
You
Charlotte, Sheamus, Roman Reigns later on, like. But yeah, I thought this was a decent match for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, next match here. Oh, God.
Oh,
Becky Lynch taking on Bianca Bel-Air. And first thing I want to mention is Becky wearing all white and then a black bra triggered me.
I didn't notice that.
I did. It bothered me.
I didn't notice that either.
I did, and it bothered me. And I also wrote down, like, this was another chance for, like, Bianca Belair to just prove me wrong. Like, okay, like, this could be the match where I'm just like, okay, this could be it where I'm just like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Like,
Wow.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is going to be the match where I'm like, okay, like, here, let me tell you guys this story. Trust me, I have a point to it. In 2003, the movie Freddy vs. Jason came out. Okay? And for those of you who don't know, Kane Hodder, who played Jason in like 4 movies, was not cast in that movie. All right? So Kane Hodder went and saw Freddy vs. Jason, and he kept watching the movie, and he just kept waiting for that moment where he was just like, oh, that's why they didn't hire me. And he never saw that moment in that movie. And that's how I feel about Bianca Belair. I keep waiting for that fucking moment where I'm just like, oh, that's why people like her. And like, oh, that's why I get, and that's how, like, in putting that into wrestling terms, Humberto Carrillo. When he first started on 205 Live, I was like, I don't get this cat. I don't like him. Then he had the match on Raw with Seth Rollins, and I'm like, oh, I get it. With Bianca Belair, I have given her opportunity after opportunity to wait for that, oh, I get it moment. And every time I'm just like, it doesn't happen. And this was another example where she just blew it.
I get why people like her. I don't like the way, I don't like her voice. I don't like the hair whip thing. I don't like the gimmick. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not, gonna say she's bad wrestler by any means, but I just don't like it.
I like Sasha coming back.
I was bored with the match until Sasha came out, and oh my god, I need that outfit Sasha's wearing in my mouth.
Yeah.
Ew.
Wow.
All sweaty.
Yeah, I know. And
That's the flavor.
oh yeah.
That's the flavor.
If Bel-Air would have twirled her hair one more time, I swear to God. I was even, I was bored the first time watching this match. I was even more bored the second time I had to watch it for notes. Sasha's new outfit needs to be in my mouth. I got that. Becky's thumbs up was just fucking like great.
Becky works so well. Oh, man,
I
heels
was
on this
kind of hoping
pay-per-view.
that there would be, I was kind of hoping there'd be an alliance between Sasha and Becky. Because, like, look, we've seen Becky and Charlotte work together. We've seen Sasha and Bayley work together. Let's change it up. Let's see Sasha and Becky work together. And when Bayley comes back, let's see Bayley and Charlotte work together. You know? Let's change it up a little bit. Let's see something different. You know?
Yeah.
So I was kind of hoping that they would work together. I was kind of hoping there'd be like a handshake there, you know, but then, Sasha beats the shit. Sasha beats the shit out of Becky, and now we're hearing what looks to be a triple threat.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I think it would be interesting, but I think there's more money in, Becky versus Sasha than Becky and Sasha.
Yeah.
That's why they went with it, right? I mean, Becky is unless somebody's going to be her lackey, she does not need and nor should she have anybody teaming with her right now.
That's true.
If she was going to take, like, I don't want to say Doudrop's a lackey, but Doudrop would work in the fact that, like, she's newer to the roster. But if she was going to take, I don't know, Zelina Vega or like Lana or something like that, I think it would work. But
Lana doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah,
this match just I like the SummerSlam match better. I'm sorry, I just don't see it with Bel-Air. I don't.
Yeah, I don't care for her either, and I'm a really big Becky fan, so.
Like the analogy I just gave you, I just keep waiting for that moment where I'm like, oh, I get it. But I every time I gave her a chance in the Bayley, what was it, the Bayley Hell in a Cell match, I think, and I'm just like, that was probably the best match I've seen her in.
I think the Sasha match was probably better than that one, but yeah, fair.
I just every time I'm just like, all right, let me sit down and actually watch her and give her a chance, because sometimes I just write her off. I'm just like, fuck her, I don't care.
Yeah.
This is one where I'm like, okay, she's in there with Becky. Let's give her a shot. And like, again, I'm just like, I don't get it.
My only problem with this is, so she lost to Becky. She couldn't beat Becky now. Now you're throwing her in a triple threat with Sasha and Becky. I don't see her winning that match unless they're moving Becky to Raw, which I also don't see because Becky's very over and SmackDown has that Fox money. So,
well, they're not going to move the SmackDown Women's Championship to Raw.
Well, no, but if she lost, and I guess the draft's before they could have a triple threat match. So I guess they probably won't move beyond. Well, they could still do it though. They've switched titles before.
The only one of those three I could see going to Raw is Sasha, because they've put Bianca on Raw before, and that worked out so well. Can't put Becky on there; she's the champ.
Well, what are they going to do with Bianca after this though? And like, think about it as in like they are.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a nice hotel that would hire her.
Okay,
maybe a bank.
Okay, but think about it in a context where they're going to keep her and they're going to try and get her over and have her on top, because I still think they want her on top somewhere. Are they going to move her to Raw and have her beat Charlotte?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think it would even make sense. I don't know.
All right. Sasha returned in that match, and we had another former WWE superstar return in the next match. And I bet you guys are wondering who I'm talking about. Well, we'll get there. Finn Balor, the Demon, taking on Roman Reigns for the Blue Universal title. Get it? Because it's blue?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I mentioned this off air, but for the viewers at home or listeners at home, when I first watched this pay-per-view for the enjoyment portion, I fell asleep at the start of this match. Woke up to Roman Reigns' music. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, fuck. I got to watch it again anyway to take notes. So there we go. So when I get to this match again, I wrote down slow start, too slow of a start for an Extreme Rules match. I did like Roman's no table thing where fucking
That was
Balor,
hilarious.
because they were chanting, "We
They
want
were the
tables
whole
all
night.
fuck night."
Yeah, yeah.
And then like fucking Balor pulls out the table, so they go fucking nuts, man. And Roman pushes that bitch back on her and says, "No."
He beats the shit out of fucking Balor. And then he goes over to the commentary desk and he calls the fans dumbasses and then yells, no tables. Fucking great.
And then
Such a
after
good
that,
heel.
I fell asleep again.
So I liked at the beginning, and Pat McAfee usually pisses me off a lot. I didn't find him that hard to listen to on this show. And at the beginning, him screaming and yelling, "Our champion of the universe!" I was like, "Oh my god, that is the greatest call he has ever made." Just putting over Reigns is like a huge deal because I mean he is really. He's the top guy in the whole company right now. I don't care what you think at all.
He's carrying the company.
He's carrying the company on his back. Him and Paul Heyman, I would say, because Paul Heyman's doing some of the best promos he's ever done. I mean, that one they had earlier tonight with him in the interview was just fucking amazing.
I love the wise man. Yes, my tribal chief.
Yeah.
Who runs this ring? You, my tribal chief.
You know
Who
what
runs the city? You, my tribal chief.
It's different. It's so different from like everything they've ever done that it's just, and it's done so well. And something I noted earlier on during the Usos match actually is that you know, people used to boo Roman, and the way that they got him over was just letting everybody go that was over. Think about it, like Daniel Bryan's gone, fucking what the hell was his name? Rusev's gone. Kevin Owens is out the door. Just they're letting everybody leave.
Fiend is
Roman,
gone.
yeah,
Braun's gone.
they're letting everybody go so Roman can get over. But I mean, he is that good right now. Even if they were there, I think he'd still be this good.
Oh.
Did you see the kick out that Balor did with the low blow?
Yeah.
That was a great spot. I really like that kick out. And the slow-mo on Roman's face was hilarious too.
I actually woke up when Balor actually went Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
The lights turn red. All right, this is where the return. This is where the return of a former WWE superstar that y'all didn't even notice showed up. No one's been talking about this. I can't believe no one's mentioned this. I know you two were sitting there like, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm about to mention it. Lights turn red. Balor has a seizure. Then just goes fucking ham, hard as a motherfucker on Roman Reigns. Goes to the top rope for the coup de grace, and then former WWE competitor God makes a run. breaks the top rope for Reigns, and then Reigns with one spear ends the match, and the Demon's undefeated streak. Can you believe it? So God has finally made his comeback.
That was awful.
I could have bought this.
Awful.
I could have bought this as a silly finish if just the one turnbuckle break. But why did all four of them break? He was standing on one of them. If they sold it as like, oh yeah, sorry, Jimmy from fucking, you know, the ring crew didn't set up the ring properly, and you know, Finn Balor getting on there that last time was just a little bit of extra weight that it needed so that it could break, and then Finn Balor got to kick the shit out of Jimmy, I'd be okay with it.
But still, how did it break? Like, Balor's like 107 pounds. So
they had Sheamus up there earlier, and he's like probably
exactly
100 pounds heavier. Yeah.
You know they're gonna do something
Sheamus was up there like
Heyman.
Jeff Hardy shit, man. Like
the same corner, the exact same corner.
It's gonna be something involving Heyman. I guarantee it.
I don't get how they could even sell that.
Well,
like,
they're going to.
Makes sense.
The problem I have with it is that AEW's exploding barbed wire bullshit match was better than that, and that's a problem.
Well, the match itself was good. The ending was.
Yeah.
The gimmickry bullshit was better too, because at least Eddie Kingston tried to sell it.
Which was dumb because then fucking.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, because then Moxley was just like, well, you know, I'm okay. Kingston's laying there dead.
Yeah. If something doesn't look legit, don't act like it's legit.
Exactly.
Well, then look, that thing last year on Sunday, whatever that was bullshit.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair.
That
But
didn't look legit either. I'm
that
sorry.
didn't,
For
but
stuff
Finn
that
Balor,
Fiend was doing,
Finn Balor
that
sold it
looked.
because the fucking thing disappeared.
He sold it because it was fucking stupid.
No, he sold it because he had to, because the thing fell
That
down.
poor bastard. That
He
poor
sold
bastard.
it because the fucking Shawn Michaels, his former partner, God, returned and broke the rope.
Good shit, pal.
Got turned heel.
There's a lot of people saying that
God
it's
is now the
Fiend.
fallen angel.
I keep hearing that rumor that the Fiend is coming back, and it was the Fiend that took out the demon. But that would just make no sense.
Oh God, please
I know.
no.
I heard
Just
people were like, they're like, oh, I heard somebody say like there was barely any Extreme Rules. The Demon lost, and the Fiend didn't show up. This pay-per-view sucked. I'm like, you do realize Bray Wyatt was released, right?
also, did you really think that fucking Balor was gonna beat Reigns?
No, but still,
Nobody did.
we didn't need the bullshit gimmick-okery.
I don't know. As the Demon, I kind of had a little bit of hope with the draft.
Well, I mean, they put that in just because, right? Because they wanted to give, because of the Lesnar match.
Well, I
they
figured
wanted to give hope.
with the draft and the Demon being undefeated, I figured there was a smidge of hope in there.
Mhm.
Maybe he would pull it off. Plus, it's been like 300 plus days, so I figured maybe it's time to pass the torch. But I guess not.
And
Well-
here comes Big Bad Bork Laser for his next Universal Championship hostage reign.
I don't
hope not.
know. Lesnar's not beating Reigns. There's no fucking way. No.
Oh, but for blood money.
Unless they move Reigns to Raw, but I can't see that happening, Fox.
I don't know.
I think Fox would be pissed if Reigns went to
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah.
They would have to have Brock Lesnar on Fox every week for them to be
Yeah.
okay with that.
And that's not going to happen
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
Vince has like fucking $100 million to waste.
What if Bobby Lashley went to SmackDown?
No.
No, I mean, I'd like
With
to see
Brock.
Lashley and Lesnar, but Lashley is not the fucking talent that.
You can have
Or not
Heyman
the-
as the mouthpiece for Brock. Because Heyman's getting set to turn on Roman.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I do.
If he does, then he's not going to be around for very long.
Mm,
Lesnar's not sticking around. Even if he does win the title, he's going to be there like once every couple months.
Lesnar's 12 matches a year.
All right. So overall, what do we give quote unquote Extreme Rules out of 10?
4.
Oof. All right. I'm giving it an 8.
You're giving it an 8. Now, with the lack of stipulation matches, and even though those are running from God,
And a disqualification, not to mention.
That's kind of funny for an Extreme Rules pay-per-view, I will
Fuck
admit.
this show.
wrestling wise, the matches were good, but I have to give it a 5 out of 10.
Oof.
But I asked you guys a couple days ago or yesterday to pick a number between 1 and 10, and you couldn't pick the same number.
Okay.
And the reason why I asked you to do that is because Nick, you picked 7. Shelby, you picked 3. So if you add those together, that's 10. So if you divide that by 2, which is the average, you get 5. I'm deducting 5 from my score for lack of Extreme Rules. So this pay-per-view actually gets a 0 out of 10.
Yeah,
That's some fucking Steiner math.
So this pay-per-view actually got a 0 out of 10.
This pay-per-view sucked.
Oh man, it was the best
I
pay-per-view they've
would not have
produced
paid for it.
in a long time.
I would not have paid for it.
I would have.
And then after
Had you-
seeing Omega and Danielson this week, and then seeing Extreme Rules in its entirety, I would rather sit and watch Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega 4 times back to back. No, 6 times back to back, because that equals 3 hours, than sit and watch Extreme Rules ever again.
Like I
That
said,
match
some of the
wasn't
matches were
perfect,
great.
though.
I thought the SmackDown Tag Title match was great. I thought the Raw Women's Championship match was great. I thought the Triple Threat match was great. But it's called Extreme Fuck Rules. Well, I mean, minus the fuck. But minus that, I mean, that's why I have to deduct the 5 points from it because there was no Extreme Rules except for the last match, which I can't.
I like this pay-per-view. It's one of my favorite pay-per-views I've watched in a while. It was great.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it better
honestly
than All
was.
Out?
I tied it with All Out, and it was
Wow.
going to be better if it wasn't for the way that the fucking main event finished.
Wow.
Yeah, that took a fucking point off for sure.
I guess you could say this pay-per-view got you really jazzed up, huh?
But
I mean, did it get you like all like, you know, hyped up and everything?
oh, I was pretty fucking hyped.
Yeah, you're pretty hyped and everything.
Yeah.
You know what else
yeah.
gets you hyped up?
No.
Raised energy drinks.
No.
Yeah. You can get Raised energy drinks at repsports.com, one of the proud sponsors of the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And not only can you get Raised energy drinks at repsports.com, you can also get their pre-workout powder, the Broken Arrow pre-workout powder. And if you don't want the liquid Raised energy drink, you can also get Raised energy on the go, which is basically the same thing, just in powder form. And once you're all hyped up on that energy from watching this Extreme Rules bullshit pay-per-view, you're going to need to come down from that energy. So they also have Hyper Sleep, which is a great powder that brings you down for a nice good night's sleep and everything. And in the description of this podcast here, we have a fantastic deal for you. Click that link in the description down below and use the checkout code ARTIST, ARTIST. And I'm going to give you 4 packets of Broken Arrow pre-workout. I'm going to give you 2 packets of Raised on the Go, 2 packets of Hyper Sleep. And on top of all that, I'm going to give you 4 cans of Raised energy drink with sour gummy worm, Baja Lime, Voodoo, which is my personal favorite. And then one other flavor, which is a great flavor. I think Shelby can tell you about that.
Oh, it's a great flavor. It's Galaxy Burst.
Yes, Galaxy Burst.
Galaxy Burst.
Take your tongue on a tour of the galaxy.
Oh yeah, let it come in your mouth. What?
Okay, all right. And if that wasn't enough for you, they're also going to throw in a $10 gift card right there. All you got to do is cover the shipping. So once you get all the Raised energy stuff that I'm going to send you, you're going to try it. You're going to love it. You're going to go back to the website. You're going to use the checkout code ARTIST, save 15%. Plus, you're going to use the $10 gift card that I give you for absolutely free. So head on over to repsports.com. Get yourself a t-shirt, get yourself a hat, get yourself some Raised energy drink, get yourself some Galaxy Burst, and let it come in your mouth today.
Galaxy Burst.
All right, now let's move on to our wrestling fact of the week, which we have a bonus wrestling fact of the week. Nick didn't pick one this week, so
been real good.
Yeah. All right, so the first one, you guys.
Know what it is, fucker?
No, I said we've been real good.
Oh, we've been real good. Oh, okay.
Okay, so the first one here, you guys actually already know, and that's why I have to, because I was like, well, shit. So the first one is, remember that, I think it was the Big Show that was coming after Drake Maverick when he had that pee incident on Raw.
Oh, yeah.
And so, while that pee was real, the fake piss apparatus that he was given backstage malfunctioned, and he had to force himself to pee on live TV. When he got backstage, Road Dogg howled with laughter and called Triple H over so that they could both laugh at him. And then, so the second fact, so Powerhouse Will Hobbs, he actually got his first start in wrestling, besides his besides training, in promotion out of Northern California called All Pro Wrestling, the same All Pro Wrestling that was spotlighted in Beyond the Mat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's the one that Roland J. Orlando.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, that's cool. Oh, interesting. All right, so let's head into our Sportster list of the week here, which I found actually, I think, last week here. And we're going to go back to the Attitude Era for this one. And that is 10 Attitude Era matches that were absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
All right.
This list could be interesting.
It could. And coming in at number 10, the Iron Circle match.
The Iron Circle match.
Yes, it was Ken Shamrock and Steve Blackman who fought in a parking lot, but they were surrounded by cars.
Didn't Shamrock and Blackman have a bunch of weird gimmick matches?
Lions Den.
Yeah.
There was a few.
Yeah.
Apparently, the winner was whoever got out of the circle, but the match ended when Shamrock choked out Blackman for a submission.
Did you say circled with cars?
Yeah, it was circled with cars.
So it was kind of like the Eddie Guerrero John Cena match from
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
The street
parking
fight,
lot
yeah.
brawl.
Yeah, I actually never saw it. This is one match I actually didn't watch. I actually got to go back and watch this.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in that too, especially with Blackman and fucking Shamrock basically fighting in a fucking parking lot. Like they could make that look really good.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of old Ken Shamrock, coming in at number 9, the Dungeon match.
I haven't seen this one either, to be honest.
You know
But
what
it
it
does
is?
interest me as well.
The Dungeon match where Owen Hart and Ken Shamrock fought in the famed Stu Hart Dungeon.
Yeah.
Maybe I did see this.
I've
Oh,
seen like a
DVD.
clip or something, like a 30-second clip somewhere.
For years, the legend had grown of Stu Hart's dungeon where he trained wrestlers in a cramped room with a regimen that would make Marines wince. Having an actual match held there sounded good, but it didn't quite work as planned as Owen Hart faced Ken Shamrock for a pre-taped match at Fully Loaded 98. It was two grown men fighting in a cramped basement room that didn't offer much for serious action. That included Owen managing to smash Shamrock's head upward into the ceiling. Owen hit Shamrock with a barbell for a submission win in less than 5 minutes for a match that needed a larger space to work. How do you hit somebody with a barbell for a submission?
I guess you just strangled him with it. I mean,
Oh,
it's a Sportster,
Sportster.
so yeah.
Here's one you guys probably don't remember. The dog poop match.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
talking about the Kennel from Hell?
No.
Okay. I don't think I remember this one then.
WWE
Nope.
really had a thing for making dog-themed matches for Davey Boy Smith. It was one thing for a bout to involve eating dog food, but they went the extra mile for No Mercy 1999. The Bulldog and The Rock faced off in a match where the only way to win was to slam your opponent into a massive pile of dog droppings in the middle of the ring.
This one I'm
Gross.
not interested in seeing.
Not at all.
No.
And the picture, just so you guys know, is like The Rock bottoming Davey Boy into a thing of dog shit.
Poor bastard.
Yeah.
Number 7, the striptease match.
Oh.
Okay.
Jeff Jarrett taking on Goldust, where if Goldust won, Deborah would strip. But if Jarrett won, Goldust would strip. That's a win-win.
That is fucking great.
Happened at In Your House Rock Bottom, but Shawn Michaels somehow interfered to let Goldust win, only for the Deborah striptease to be interrupted by the Blue Blazer.
Oh wow.
Coming in at number 6, I found it kind of weird. I thought people really liked this match, so I find it kind of weird how it's like on the like bizarre matches and shit. And that is Halftime Heat.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that bizarre. That is a cool match too.
Yeah, except for the weird camera angle ending. Other than that, you know.
Yeah.
Although the empty arena, I don't know. That's the match that really needs to come back. I mean, like in a sense that like now that people are back. I mean, I know like half of last year or all of last year was empty arena match, but
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not looking too forward, especially after what we saw over the last year in those empty arena matches, quote unquote.
they need to bring back the corporate ladder Money in the Bank match. They need to bring it
No,
back.
they don't.
Shut up, bitch. They need to bring that back. Where they fight throughout WWE headquarters. They need to bring it back.
No,
That
they
was
need
because
to
it was-
do they need to do an old classic. They need to do the pole battle royal.
They need to do a fucking straight up 64-man K the ring and bring in everybody. Fuck it. Hold it over a few months. Fuck it.
I could see AEW doing something like that. They can't call it King of the Ring, but they could give it some other name that'd be pretty cool too.
Ring of Kings tournament.
Ring of Kings. I feel like they'd still get sued.
Coming in at number 5. Before I even tell you what this match is, at King of the Ring 90, I believe it was 99. I believe King of the Ring 99. They only had room on the match for a women's match or a hardcore
Room on the
title.
match?
Huh?
Room on the match?
Oh, room on the card. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They only have fuck you. They only have room on the card for a hardcore title match or a women's match. So we got the best of both worlds on this one. This was a hardcore evening gown match, but at the time, the hardcore champion was Pat Patterson. So it was Pat Patterson taking on Gerald Briscoe.
Very accurate.
Crash Holly raced in to win the belt himself and put this atrocity to bed.
Thank God.
God rest all their souls.
Yeah.
Gerald Briscoe's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
I thought he died.
No, Jerry Briscoe.
Wait a minute.
Pat
Wait
Patterson
a minute.
died.
Yeah, I know, but I think Briscoe did too.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right, well, I take that back.
Okay.
God rest Pat Patterson, Crash Holly souls.
Coming in at number 4, the dumpster match.
The one at WrestleMania 15?
14, but yes.
14, sorry. It was okay.
I thought it was an interesting concept. It was kind of like taking the casket match up a level for the Attitude Era.
Yeah, just tag team matches and that they get kind of like messy, I find. If it was a singles match, I think it would have been better, but
you would want a singles match for the tag titles.
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
But you just okay, but we're talking about the dumpster match between
we're talking about the dumpster match. I'm saying it'd be better as a singles match.
Oh, okay. They kind of did that with Braun Strowman and Kalisto.
Yeah.
So how'd you like that?
Well, fair. He probably did it to Roman Reigns at one point too.
He torpedoed Kalisto into the trash can, and then he still lost.
I mean, he might as well have done it to Roman Reigns when he was pushing around in that fucking gurney.
King of the Ring. King of the Ring 1998. Too Much versus Al Snow and Head.
This is just a bizarre match in general. There's no stipulation.
No. It's Al Snow and Head.
Oh, Al Snow and Head. Oh, yeah. Goddamn. Fucking Head.
And Head was actually pinned because they used a bottle of Head and Shoulders as his shoulders.
Yes, I remember hearing about this. Fuck. Were you thinking of Jack Briscoe, by the way, Nick?
Maybe.
Because Jack is dead.
Did he recently die?
No, 2010.
No. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe I was thinking of Patterson.
Yeah.
I just got confused. I don't know. That could be a problem.
Be a problem.
I'm starting to see a trend with these matches here because this match happened at King of the Ring 2000. And that was the tables and dumpster match.
Ooh.
DX versus the Dudley Boys.
Oh, I did see this match. Fuck,
How does
I don't remember anything about it.
dumpster match work?
I think it was either the first team to either go through a table or be inserted into the dumpster wins.
Yeah, and I think the Dudleys had to put them through the table and the DX had to put them in the dumpster.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And any guesses as to what number 1 could be?
Oh,
Kennel
God.
from Hell.
I mean, I'm starting to think it's not going to be Kennel from Hell, but we're going to go with Kennel from Hell.
It's Kennel from Hell.
It's Kennel from Hell.
Yeah. Kennel from Hell.
Stupid.
So stupid. Those
Yeah.
poor dogs.
Yeah.
And the poor guy that had to clean up the shit.
Yeah. And the poor guys that had to, like, bump in it, too.
Oh yeah, I suppose. And then Russell, and then there's like all the fans that had to smell all the shit, and then still sit through through a main event.
I mean, they cleaned it up afterwards. I'm sure that
Yeah,
sent
but I
them
mean,
off.
it had to be.
It's a
it
big
had to
arena.
It had to be pretty damn quick, and it'd be awfully hot in there. Gross. Yeah, deals. And where do you put all that dog shit?
Well, you throw it with other dog shit, I guess. Like throw it in a dumpster. It's not like we're talking
a dumpster that
piles
is
of it.
occupied by the Dudley Boys. There's shit everywhere. Okay.
Damn
All
it, T-Pod, there's shit everywhere.
All right, that was our sports or list of the week. There, a little interesting one there. I thought that was kind of fun.
That was a good
And
one.
before we
actually.
get into our questions this week, which there's not a lot of them there, but there's some there. Got to give a shout out to our last sponsor here, that being MoviesRUSA.net. That is the letter R there. MoviesRUSA.net, which much like HardToFindTV.com and their sister site FanMadeDVD.com, they offer a wide variety of titles, TV shows, and movies, obscure TV movies that you probably haven't heard from in decades, or hard to find titles on Blu-ray, like Disney's The Pacifier with Vin Diesel. Not an easy find on Blu-ray, but MoviesRUSA.net has the hookup there for you. And if you head on over there and use the podcast checkout code, that's right, not just me, the podcast checkout code of three-way, the word, not the number, three-way, you are going to save not 15%. Unfortunately, they did not give us a 15% code there. They gave us a 50% code on there. Like currently, if you go over to Amazon.com and you want the classic sitcom Three's Company, if you want the complete series of that, which I mean, come on, John Ritter, Suzanne Summers, Joyce DeWitt, come on, classic. If you want the complete series of that, you're gonna have to pay like over $400 for it. Can you believe that?
What?
Yeah.
What?
But if you go over to MoviesRUSA.net and you use our checkout code three-way and you want Three's Company on Blu-ray, it's only gonna cost you $50.
What?
Yeah,
Use three-way for Three's Company.
exactly.
Yeah.
Hey.
You find
It
another
sells
website.
itself.
You find another website that's going to give you like 9. How many seasons of Three's Company were there? What are there? 9?
8 or 9.
8 or 9. You find another website that's going to give you like 9 seasons of television on Blu-ray for $50.
Just don't put Three's Company in the checkout code.
Yeah,
You probably won't get a deal.
it won't work then.
It's three-way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So head on over to MoviesRUSA.net. And again, much like Hard to Find TV, if you look over there and you don't see something you like, don't hesitate to send a message. Let him know what you're looking for. He'll be more than happy to look it up for you, try and find it for you. I mean, right now he's taking pre-orders for Halloween Kills, which comes out at the end of October, and also the movie Dune, which comes to HBO Max in the middle of October, I believe. So head on over to MoviesRUSA.net. Use checkout code three-way. Get yourself something nice. Get yourself something pretty. You know?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into our questions here. Let me just put these in order. Let me just move this out the way. There we go. Let's go down here. All right. All right. Jason wants to know, what do we think the NWO's best match was?
The one with Rodman.
I agree with that. All the ones with Rodman.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Jason also wants to know, what do we think D-Generation X's best match was?
The
one with Rodman.
Was there one?
No.
I'm gonna go with they had that like 8-man tag with the Radicals against Too Cool, and I think it was The Rock and Mankind.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking match. Yeah, okay, that's my pick.
Kane coming out afterwards, I really like that match.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was Too Cool, which includes Rikishi, Mick Foley, and The Rock versus DX, Dean Malenko, and I want to say Perry Saturn? No, Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I thought Perry Saturn was in there too. He was there at ringside. No, wasn't it? Maybe you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe it's some combination like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a fucking great fucking match though.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that one.
Okay, well, there we go. Josh wants to know: would you all rather eat turkey or duck for a month?
Oh.
Turkey.
Turkey.
Duck's really gamey. Only had it like once, but
you know, to preserve its once in a while type thing, duck.
Huh.
Because turkey I want to preserve so I can have it at like Turkey Day, Christmas time.
Turkey Day.
Easter.
What's Turkey Day?
Thanksgiving, jackass.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not called Turkey Day. I thought you were coming. There probably is a Turkey Day. I'm gonna Google that. Is there a Turkey Day?
Yeah, you're gonna get Thanksgiving, you idiot.
Maybe not though. There might be a Turkey Day.
All right, you let us know what you find.
All right, I will.
Andrew wants to know: you are in an accident. Would you rather lose it?
Turkey Lovers Day, 20th of June.
You didn't say Turkey Lovers Day. You said Turkey Day.
That's Turkey Day. That's more Turkey Day than Thanksgiving.
Shut up. All right, Andrew wants to know: you are in an accident. Would you rather lose an arm or a leg? And by full arm, he means from shoulder all the way down, or from leg, from foot all the way to waist.
Arm.
I don't know how to answer this.
I would go leg to foot just so I can hire some cute ass nurse to push me around.
Again, I don't know how to answer this because I've been in.
Wow.
I got lucky to not lose any parts.
There you go. We'll go with that. Josh wants to know: if a person could travel nonstop into outer space, do we think there would be an ending?
No.
You think it's infinite?
Yeah. And I mean, it doesn't take into account that it says nonstop, but I mean, is it nonstop for eternity? I mean, yeah, I don't think that there's an ending.
I can't see it because I go on the infinity and beyond logic. Buzz Lightyear, baby. Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Oh man, I can't argue with that because it's Disney. You know? Who do you think deserved a more severe punishment on the plane ride from hell? And did anyone get punished too severely?
Nobody deserved to get punished from the plane ride. Okay. Sorry. Let me restate that. When he said that, I was thinking of the Dark Side episode, not the actual fucking event.
Mm-hmm.
But from the event, I think Flair probably should have been like. It's so hard to say what. I mean, yes, there are now people who've said that they've done different things. I guess they all should have gotten like some kind of trouble in one way or another, like smarten the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not a bunch of fucking children. You're grown ass adults. You should act like them, you know? But when it comes to like, I think I got this confused with a later question. I think that's what
I think I don't know that Kurt Hennig should have been fired simply because I feel like that was a big contributing factor to his demise shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
And I think that they could have even suspended Kurt Hennig, got him into rehab, and at least tried to help him a little bit more.
Well, Scott Hall was the same thing, wasn't he? They just don't know what, like, they can't really prove that he fucked himself up or somebody else.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and because Scott Hall was still, but he was still on thin ice anyway.
Yeah.
Kurt Hennig wasn't. So it was like, and Brock, like, I mean, when you think about it, Brock Lesnar won the title that summer. And if you fired Kurt Hennig, then at least Brock should have been suspended.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just is.
Or fined. Just fine them.
Fined, yeah.
That's a big one, right? Start taking their money away, and it's like, oh shit. I mean, that's what they used to do back in the territory days. They didn't really suspend people; they just fined them.
It would have been big if they had fined Brock. It would have been a big thing because he was a rookie at that point, and if they had fined him, it could have Things could have looked a whole lot different in 2004 when he bailed.
I doubt it.
I doubt it, but I mean, there's so many different things that could have happened. It just, when you hear about, when knowing about some of the punishments that happened as a result of the plane ride from hell, then seeing the episodes, seeing punishments happen now, and knowing about punishments that didn't happen, then it's like, can we just let this matter go to rest? Like,
yeah, it's been 20 years. Like,
we're just arguing over a bunch of drunken debauchery that was mostly in a parking lot halfway across the world. Like,
yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
We're basically all arguing because we got excited to see Ric Flair's dick.
And then Van Damme's just like, yeah, excited, all right.
Do you think WWE is slowly working to less family-friendly content? Lashley has been swearing a lot lately. Unusual move for a top guy or anyone at all in the WWE these days. Thoughts?
With NXT's Nickelodeon-style presentation, absolutely not.
Yeah, but top guy doesn't usually call people chicken shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a top guy also doesn't usually fucking... I got nothing.
I got nothing. Well, at least you admitted it. I mean, if Fox is Raw still on USA?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the sounds of it, they do have a lot of control over what they can and can't do now. So I mean, if Fox is, and I know that's Raw, but if USA is saying, hey, you guys can use a little bit more language, like they're going to use that, obviously, as long as they can stay on the network, because that's their ultimate goal is network money, right?
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Favorite Dark Side of the Ring episodes?
I think we talked about this already.
Plane Ride from Hell.
I can't say Plane Ride from Hell just because of what it's done since it's fucking came out.
I thought it was pretty good.
The Benoit episode was good. The Owen episode was good.
Yeah, Owen episode was real good.
The Gino Hernandez one I really enjoyed too. And the Herb Abrams one.
Yeah.
And Warriors was pretty good.
Yeah, that one was. I'll throw Nick Gage's out there too. That one was pretty good.
I'm going Collision in Korea.
Warriors was good. It was just disappointing because I was expecting pure filth, and I didn't get pure filth.
No.
Grizzly Smiths was pretty good.
That one was good. Very hard to watch though.
Yeah.
And there's one from the first season I'm missing. Can't remember it.
Dino Bravo.
Nope, didn't watch that. Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one though. Oh well.
Killing Bruiser Brody.
Oh,
yeah.
Screwjob.
Screwjob. Yeah.
Andrew wants to know: is Flair officially canceled for good?
I fucking hope not. This is fucking stupid.
Give it a couple of years, it'll be like Hogan.
Well, that's probably true as well. At least for WWE, it will. I don't know about anywhere else, unfortunately.
Well, look at Velveteen Dream.
Where's he?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Is an Extreme Rules pay-per-view even worth it anymore? Do you think they utilize gimmick matches to their potential?
If you have made it this far, you know the answer.
All right, and Josh left us a set here. And has anyone saved a life? I'm assuming he means us. Have any of us ever saved a life?
No, I don't think so.
Not to my knowledge.
I don't know if I have. No.
What is this question?
I don't know. Should harder dogs be legal? I thought maybe y'all would understand that.
I don't.
Said what, dogs?
Oh, maybe he means drugs.
Harder drugs be legal?
Yeah. Like Heroin, cocaine.
No.
I mean, that makes a little bit more sense. I'm gonna agree with Nick though. I mean, I guess it depends
If
like what harder drugs are to you though. Like is harder drugs pot? I mean, then yes.
But I mean, if you can find a, let me put it this way: if you can find a medically, fuck.
I want to get
If you
medical
can
heroin.
find,
That sounds great.
yeah, like, but if you can find medical
I
use,
do medical heroin every night. I fall asleep
Yeah.
with a
medical
syringe in my
use for
arm.
like
and-
LSD or like some of
I
this
mean,
shit.
steroids.
Hell yeah,
right? There is medical.
but
There is medical use of steroids.
if you can't, then no, they don't need to be legal.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever traveled to Europe? I haven't.
I have.
I haven't, but I hope to very soon. My niece
You
is
have,
there.
Shelby?
Yeah, I went to Ireland.
When was this?
Tell me you got hammered.
2016.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I didn't do as much drinking as you may think. The
Damn.
problem with Ireland is unless you stay in like Dublin and Belfast,
There's not a lot of drink.
there's a lot of drinking, but there's a lot of driving. So they have a bar in just about every. It's like Tim Hortons in Canada, right? They have a bar on every corner. There's a bar in every hometown. There's probably 4 in every little town. But
Wow.
a lot of the times we were staying like 10
There's a
minutes out
bar
of
at the
town.
post office.
There's a bar at the bar.
Some of the best bars I went to were in the middle of fucking nowhere, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's just like somebody's got to drive home. So like, you know, we would have. I never was the one to drive home, but you know, you only stay for so long because the other person's not drinking, right? So,
Yeah.
but it was a good time. I love Ireland. I want to go back. I want to spend a lot more time in Dublin than we spent because we only spent like our first day there and we were like jet lagged all the shit.
Damn.
Mm.
How do we think the world will end? War, famine, asteroid, or disease?
Well, we've got war and we've got we've got war and we've got disease. So asteroid or famine, take your pick.
I'm going with disease.
Well,
Out of those choices, 100% disease.
out
So
of those
Shelby-
choices, disease.
So Shelby, if the world ends because of disease, what would you do?
Get in my truck,
I get it.
hauling ass.
I get in my truck and I would just drive north till I can't drive anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
just in a water, it's like bloop, 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 bloop. Oh shit!
He's driving underwater until he can't drive anymore. Fucking-
You just see me in Iqaluit, just like
There's sea
driving around.
gravel like flying up everywhere.
His truck on a fucking iceberg sailing.
So you just see like smoke clouds drifting from the window as he's like puffing on his cigarette.
What's the hardest thing you had ever accomplished? Writing that fucking book.
Yeah.
And probably right behind it is dealing with that fucking woman having the child.
Yeah, I can only imagine that too.
And not going insane.
Yeah.
Sorry, say
No,
that
I
again.
went insane. Trust me.
Oh,
Dealing with 34-day hospital stay and not going completely insane. Or more insane than I already went.
yeah. Honestly, you know what? For you, I would think like the progress you made like in the past like 2 years since that accident. That's a huge thing, right?
That too. I kind of underestimated that because I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but yeah.
Oh, this is a fucking hard one though.
The stripper.
I mean,
Wow.
hey, that's an accomplishment, man. Not a lot of people can say they've done that.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had a little bit more time to think of this, I could probably get something better, but I'm just gonna say getting my gas license.
Oh, hey, yeah.
How long did you have to go to school for that? Like 3-4 weeks? What?
The first license was a year. The second license was a year, and the third license was 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Basically, if you break it down.
Oh, okay. But no, I'd probably probably having to deal with that fucking woman oh god, having to put my brain through that, and then probably the book, because like I'll be honest, when I was like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and write a book, the fact that there's actually a book, a physical book, I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I actually did it. You know?
Yeah.
What technology do you see in the future? And he didn't put this on here, but I'm going to say this: we cannot say flying car.
An app that wipes your ass for you.
This is kind of already becoming a thing, but I'm gonna say like everything's on your phone. Like you're not gonna have a debit card. You already don't have watches. You're not gonna need a health card. You're not gonna need a social insurance card. You're not gonna need like fucking money or change or anything. Everything is gonna be off your phone, and I fucking hate it. Absolutely.
Why?
I don't want everything to be on a fucking a piece of metal that I have to carry, like a battery operated fucking.
When technology fails, it's all going to be for nothing.
Yeah. And then you're not going to have
we'll just go back to the old way.
Well.
But nobody knows how to do the old way, dude. That's what I'm saying.
We do.
We do. Yeah,
we do. We'll be the rulers of the fucking world.
That's the problem, though.
Shelby's going to be hauling ass on an iceberg.
So he won't get to rule anything because he won't be here.
He'll be ruling on the iceberg.
It's not going to be.
He'll rule the fucking penguins.
We're going to go back so many centuries if that happens, because nobody's going to have anything. You're going to go back to the point where you're going to be bartering and trading. And if you have no skills in your life that are useful in a simplistic world, you're going to fucking die.
I'm waiting for it, man.
It sounds great, but I honestly, I think a lot more people,
trading goods and services, baby. Here we come.
But like, so basically, you either got to be able to make something, you got to be able to grow something, which I guess pot, or you got to be able to be like a really good cook. Like you're thinking basic needs, and there are so many people, even me. Like,
hey, there's hooking too, man.
There's hooking too. Fair enough.
I think technology is going to. Who sent? Which one of you sent that picture of that machine that fucks you for you?
Was that me?
Well, I don't know. Whatever one sent it.
I did not remember that.
I do. I just didn't get a chance to react.
Oh, are you talking about the jerk off thing from Japan?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That I sent that. Jerk me off.
Jerk me off. What age did you start driving?
So like the first time we drove? Or like
the last time you drove?
Wow. Okay, so the first time I drove was, without including like lawnmowers.
Don't ask me stupid questions like that.
The first time I drove without including lawnmowers or bicycles was when I was 14, I think. 14 or 12. I don't remember.
I was 17.
I think I was 15 or 16, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And the last one here, favorite love song, Shelby?
Oof. Love song? I'll go with City Club by Growlers.
Oh, I really didn't think you'd have an answer that quick. You don't seem like a love song type of guy.
I'm not usually. I guess I like a lot of Meatloaf too, so I'd throw a Meatloaf song in there.
I don't know. You're the one that surprised me with like you liking "Untouched" by the Veronicas, which I'm just like, huh?
My buddies and I used to scream that at each other.
I feel so untouched. That's how I picture you two screaming at each other.
Yeah, pretty much. We were just like singing it at the top of our lungs. We'd be like at the campsite, just like a fucking shit ton of us, just like singing it. It's awesome.
Favorite love song, Nick?
Starland Vocal Band, Afternoon Delight.
Favorite love song? Oh my god, I don't even know, dude. Smack My Bitch Up by The Prodigy.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because I can't think of anything else at the moment. Favorite love song? Oh, God. I don't know. There's so many at the moment. Can't Stop Drinking About You, BB Rexa. Hey, somebody's got some static.
Yeah, I can hear it too.
Sorry.
All right. All right, so that was the last question there. So now we move into our vintage pick of the week, which is usually a show, promo, commercial, whatever the hell we think you should check out here. So, Nick, what's your vintage pick of the week?
It's a fun little tag team match. I think it was in 2017. It was like it was just one of those independent promotions. I think it was AAW is what it was called. But it's a tag team match featuring Matt Riddle and Zack Sabre Jr. teaming up to face Keith Lee and Don't Call Me Isaiah Scott, Shane Strickland.
Oh,
Pretty good little
I
tag
saw
team
something.
match right there.
I saw a post about Isaiah Swerve Scott today. It said he's been North American champion for like 90 days as of today with 0 defenses and 1 match since he won the title.
Yep.
That is hilarious.
He's basically like the hype guy for Hit Row.
Yeah. He's North
NXT.
American champion. All right. Well, mine is probably going to shock you guys. It's from No Way Out 2004. It's a blindfolded Jamie Noble versus Nydia.
Oh my.
I watched this match just before we started doing the podcast. It was pretty cool. Obviously, I'm sure you guys remember the storyline. Nydia had been blinded by Tajiri, and then Jamie Noble was using her to win matches, then was checking girls out and doing all this fraud stuff. Turned out that she could see a lot of that, and then she asked for this match, and she wanted Jamie Noble to feel like she did, blindfolded. And it was a cool little match. It was a lot of Jamie Noble, fucking looking like a dumbass, but he got the win in the end, which kind of made sense, even though it was a very heelish thing to do. But yeah, cool match.
Jamie Noble, boy. My vintage pick of the week. I couldn't really think of anything, so I thought of like the first thing that came to mind on an episode of WCW Thunder. Don't recall the exact episode, but it was towards the end of WCW, so very typical that something like this would happen. But there was a random battle royal, and I even wrote it down like this. I wrote batshit crazy battle royal, and it was this battle royal where like apparently the winner got a WCW championship match, and like virtually like damn near everybody on the roster was involved.
This wasn't that Royal Rumble.
No, not the Countdown to Armageddon.
Okay,
no, I mean, this had like everybody. I mean, like Bret Hart came from the stands and like hit somebody in like one of his last appearances for the company. Macho Man came out from a limo in the back to come out and hit some people. Fucking Medusa, Asia, and Mona were like came out from the back to come into the Rumble or the fucking Battle Royal. This thing was fucking crazy. It is one of the most bonkers fucking Battle Royals I've ever fucking watched in my life.
No shit, eh?
It's worth.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, it's worth watching just for like the sheer fucking bonkers of it.
It sounds pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it sounds crazier than that great
booking.
Big brawl in TNA when like everybody was fighting everyone everywhere.
Oh yeah,
here's Sting and Hernandez in the back, and here's fucking the one that Cornette had to book, and then he goes on about.
It's so weird. I think in the end, well, if you guys want to check it out, I won't spoil who wins, but like it's just weird because I remember watching it like when it aired, and I'm just like, this is fucking like at the time I'm like, this is awesome. Fucking Medusa and Asia are coming out into the Battle Royal, like holy shit, oh my god, here comes Macho Man, like holy. But like now looking back on it with my eyes now, I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Like knowing like what happened to WCW and like all the shit, like like knowing like who was booking and like knowing they were just throwing shit at the wall and seeing if it sticks, and I'm just like, this is fucking nuts. You know, like it's wild. You know?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Ugh. There's the bell, so we know what that means. That means that is the end of the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And next week, I'm going to tell you guys right now what we're doing. We're going to do something that we've talked about doing, but we haven't really done it. We are going to do our first ever striptease. That's what we're going to do. No, I'm kidding. We're going to do our first ever classic pay-per-view review.
Ooh.
And the first pay-per-view that we're going to do, I figured, you know, even though our episode, well, 2 episodes ago was probably one of our worst episodes we ever did. So I figured, hey, why not go back to that well again? Our first classic pay-per-view review we're going to do is The Invasion.
Oh.
All right.
So, because now that I have access to the network, I can actually watch the damn show.
Yeah.
So we're going to watch The Invasion. We're going to review The Invasion, see if it was a good show or not. That's what we're going to do next week.
Cool.
So, yeah. For Nick and the other guy here, I forgot his name.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Shelby, that's it. So for Nick and Shelby, I am the ArtistVersion1. Until next week, leave your questions in the description down below. And don't forget to support our sponsors. I am the ArtistVersion1. And remember, be breezy.